Greetings, my people. So from the city face, you should know my face, my voice, DJ Stylah. It's not about me today. I'm standing right next to a legend. All right. When we talk about entertainment, we talk about music, we talk about dance, we talk about Jamaica, just Jamaica entertainment, full stop. This man right here, number one on stage TV, Winford Williams. Welcome, everyone. I'm saying welcome to you, but I'm in your place this time. I'm in Jamaica, right?
You're welcoming me to your platform, sir.
That is it.
Thanks for having me.
And I hope I'm welcome to your home, Jamaica.
Well, of course. You're like Jamaican anyway.
Exactly. My grandparents actually left Jamaica in 1952, just after the rain war. So, yeah, we're Jamaicans.
We still call you guys Jamaicans.
That is it. That is it. I guess there's a question I think everybody back home in England, where I'm from, would like to know. And that would be like, how on earth do you stay so consistent in this game? Like, you've been going for so long. I think you probably started your career maybe around 1990, 91.
Late 90s. Late 90s, 1997.
And where did you start your career? Where did it all start?
TV, well, I started media in the
Mm-hmm. Was it how?
when I was 6. Yes. And then the late 90s.
Okay, what made you make that switch?
Well, it was they who called me from radio. I was doing really well in sales, and I was producing somebody. Sales and producing programs, get involved with entertainment programs. And I was always like platform for entertainment and where music is. And so I was producing and making ads for small businesses so they get access with media at the time. Them times media had just sort of exploded in Jamaica. Lots of radio stations.
What year was this? What year was this?
We turned out 1991, 92. That's the same thing when I was on the other station.
Yes. So it's safe to say, I think that's like 3 decades, and you're still here, going strong, and you still will be here. Is there any secret to how you stay so consistent in this game? Is there any advice you can share with aspiring presenters or journalists? Is there anything you can share with us?
Well, I would say that for me it's a deep-seated passion for sharing the story of the music, the art of the event. I'm so inspired by our music and our culture, and how it has penetrated the world and so on. And these so many persons from the base, the founders, the creators of the music, and from the poor among
Yes.
and so natural inspiration reached me about that. And so I was so fascinated with how poor these people and the love they exhibit, the love they express in their lyrics. In the first 20 years of all music, I wanted to share that with people. And being in media, I want to start doing some of this.
Actually, I was not expecting the answer, but I really love the answer, because what you're basically saying, what I took from that is, it's not really about something you can teach people. You have to have the passion and the drive to actually bring up to still be here, because what you just told me, that cannot be taught. If you don't have the passion, you're not gonna. You understand?
It's there's this thing about the music and these powerful stories, rituals, created and there's nothing there, and yet they made music that the world consumes and lift people out of sadness, of tribulation. Just the lyrics from the songs and the melodies and rhythm and musicians, producers, the artists themselves, all of them from inner city communities and give so much love and compassion to
Yes.
so that the music is so timeless that
I was just gonna say that. So that's what I was gonna come on to, because I was gonna say artists from back then, from before I was even born, even, and as a selector, I'm still playing their music now and getting the biggest forward because those music is timeless. You know what I mean? And I'm talking from like we're going way back to even the ska days, the rock steady days, coming up until we get to reggae and so forth. Studio One, those music is timeless. They can't done. I travel the world and I can anywhere I go in the world. First of all, you know they know about Marley, but then you also have your Horace Andes. You know even the song Junior Bounce Fade Away.
Right away, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So
The catalog is loaded with those songs. And I think it is why I remember asking, you know, some guys in Britain, what is their law? What's their law to this music? And they were making the same point I was making earlier. They said, listen, the last 20 years, the first 20 years of your lives, when one listens to the records that were made that we cannot resist them. Because the music is so compelling, so much love, and again, and compassion, rights for you.
yeah.
And we're talking about white Britain.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
And they were saying, and because I was asking, why do you love the music so much? And that was their answer.
Yeah.
The music get them.
Yes.
You know, so it wasn't something they went searching for. It was just there and there to just take it down.
Yeah.
It found it, and they could not resist the music.
Yes.
And that is what we found in Jamaica and all over the world. So, even though you wanted to do something else, the music found it.
Yes.
And owned it.
Yes.
And it's music coming from very poor people.
Yes.
Into the poorest among us. Gave birth to it and took it to the four corners of there. Those who led the campaign to popularize the music around the world were the same poor people, including Bones and movement. They took it to the four corners of there and they were go. You know what I mean? And so I think the passion that is in that music, you're a human, you can't.
I love that one. If you're a human, you know, I need to teach that line, you know. If you're the passion that's in the music, if you're a human, you cannot resist. I need it on a t-shirt. I'm sorry, Winford, I'm gonna have to teach that. So I'm gonna give you 50% of the
Right.
But
when you get to call me.
look now, you see him?
Right, yeah.
Typical producer comment, you see that? But no, seriously, all jokes aside, guys, when it comes on to what Winford just said in terms of the poor, they are very poor, but they are rich in blessings and rich in heart, rich in spirit, rich in lyrics, rich in everything else. And it's a blessing. I want to take this time to thank all of the greats as well, you know, out there. And Winford, for you, for just bringing these people to the forefront, because without platforms like yourself, me as a young newcomer, I wouldn't even know about these people.
And that's it. The music found me, and I wanted to know the people behind the music. And every time I dig into a story, I found people who are ordinary people who are, as I said, the poorest among us. Sometimes they were doing big sounds of love. When they're hungry, they Sir Coxon told me in an interview that he had to be cooking at the studio all the time, at Studio One, because people would come from Touchdown and so on, hungry. Rita mentioned it in a book to about Shembam going up to Brentford and that kind of Studio One, just to get food, because they're always cooking food here. So when we talk about the news, people who made the music, it's not a joke. He had to put on a big part and make sure that the people and some of them are. These people produced records that are so timeless records. Records that will be here for generations
to come, yeah.
That did on their hungry belly, produced and voiced and everything and sent to the world.
Yes.
And they didn't even know where it was going. They were just themselves.
And I'm happy you said that, because two things I want to take from what you just said. Actually, I think that if they wasn't so hungry, I don't think the music would have been as great. That's number one. Just saying. And number two, what I wanted to say is that I find a lot of the times, me being from England, that a lot of the times artists, even in today's world, in the dancehall world, there's artists that have songs out there and they are in Jamaica. They don't even know how big their song is out in the world. You know what I mean? I've seen it. I've seen it so many times. And that's why I say platforms like yourself is so important, because actually people in the Western side of the world look forward to platforms like yourself to see, okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? And that's what I did as a selector. I always look forward to your show to say, who's next in line? What's this person saying? Yeah, we know the music, but who's the artist? Who are they? And when you sit down with them around that table, man, Winford, I'm telling you, man, you really know how to draw out the character behind that. I don't know if it's a skill that you have. I don't know how you do it, but you really know how to get deep into that person and find out about them. You're phenomenal, bro. I have to give you your flowers, you know? I don't want to wait till you're done here. I must give you your flowers, my bro. You're phenomenal.
It's because I want to know. I want to know. I want answers for the greatness they're putting out to something. I wanted that for me, and I wanted to share whatever they told. And you know, these things inspire me to want to share. I'm excited to tell people to see
And it shows through your work. It shows through what you do. It shows.
the impact that it's having on me. I just know that it should be able to find other people the same way I did, and so said, so done.
Yes.
I wanted to share these stories because when I started reading the bios and see where the guys were coming from, who they were, I think I should share this with people because I was so fascinated. I can't believe me alone. You're so fascinated about, and so said, so done. I started sharing, and people like what I was doing. And we moved it all the way from generation. The turn of the 60s when music came into it so genre, right up to dancing. Turn of the 80s when dancehall came into the we started the dancehall. My first artist for the dancehall from the dancehall.
Yeah, who was? Yeah, I want to know.
Ninja Man.
Oh, I thought it was Yellow.
King Bounty Killer with the Buju Banton and these top artists who were the first dancehall artists.
Yes.
Genre that was made underground and reggae rhythms. Yeah, because I derivative from the roots one drop reggae.
One drop, that's right.
And then we now start to these guys took it to the street, took it to the sound system. So I think by the 80s it exploded in Jamaica.
You see, so you are a part of the journey in every aspect, in every way, you know. And before you go, I have two questions for you. Before you go, first question: if there should be an aspiring artist out there, whether they be England, Jamaica, or anywhere, what could they do to try to get onto your platform? Do they need to have a bio? Is there anything? What advice would you give to them that they could try to network and get onto your platform?
Okay, so first of all, they need to submit their music because the art is what you qualify them to. The art is what qualifies them to come. Not that we're judging them, you know, it's a hit or not a hit. So, you guys in radio do that. We really don't do that. You look for a story behind it. A lot of why they really encourage them, I would even want to come on, is the story behind their music or their art. You know, because we're not just music, they're performing. And so that claim, that talent that they have will help them to come. And also, but sometimes stories are so unique and so inspirations or frightening that you want to bring them. It's not always good stories. You want to bring them out to share with people, so to tell those out there who may be facing the same thing, that these guys have been there and look out through the arm now. So we wanted to share those with people. And so when the people we select to come to the show, we just look for that little edge, that extraordinary story, that unusual story, or that story that matches something that we're facing in this moment. And that song or the work that is speaking to that. And the unknown person get a call from someone put them out. Just do the records because that record fits something that is actually unfolding in space.
So suppose they have a good story, interesting, but their music, the art, not good.
Well. And I rely on the audience, my following, to tell me. If I don't know that I don't even I'm many people want to judge like contests and say, well, oh, something nice or not.
You don't want to be.
No, I don't. A song will get me personally. And quite often, more often than not, other people, it gets other people. But I don't consider myself no expert at what is going to be a hit or not. I don't mess with that. I don't tell people who they're going to be or that they're no good or so. I don't do
I
that.
love the transparency.
I leave those to people who know more than me. Like, producers and musicians and people who can really understand music. I consume. And I reckon can just get me. When it gets me, I can't resist. I don't resist. I cannot resist a record that
Give
put out and it gets my ears and I will play it forever.
people, we want an example of a song that he likes, right? We want to know what's behind Winford's listening ears. Give us an example of a song that you love, Winford.
What are the latest songs?
It doesn't have to be later. It can be old.
No, I want to tell a late one that just got me. And I played it. I Alive, Crane one.
Yes.
I
Big
listen
up
to,
Crane.
I would say that song, if I were to do, that's something I don't do, my song of 2024 would be that, High Alive.
You see,
Cranium.
Winford gonna be
And
a selector,
listen,
guys. Hear him. 2024. He knows the year, everything. He's gonna tell the producer. He's gonna tell him.
So Cranium put out this record. He came to the studio and he did a performance of the record, radio. And that's when I discovered the record. The record was out before that. And then he came to the studio and wanted to give us an update and brought the record. And I just, in fact, he performed it on the set and it didn't get me yet. It was a nice performance and a nice song. It didn't get me yet. Then I was in my car and I found it on my phone. Apple Music, and I just sent it over to my sister and I played it over and over and over. I just couldn't stop playing the record.
Love that.
That record.
It's nice. It's a nice song.
Oh yeah, that's a record that just get me, and that's it. Most of the records that are in my own head and catalog and play on the way is what got me. I didn't go searching for it. So it's easy for me to hear a record. And I personally like it. But that doesn't mean that I think it's a hit. I will like it. Most of them though.
He's not saying about Ukrainian. He's just saying like other songs. He's not talking about yours. You have a hit song. Don't worry yourself.
Many of them though, when they get me like almost always, pretty much always, they're hits. But I wouldn't say that I would take on a task of going up there. So play your song over here. And then say, yeah man, that song right.
we leave that to Boom Boom and them man there and
right.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. That's why I kind of trust myself. That music owns me. And that is my justification to myself. That it owns me so much that when one of them a melodious work like that, with lyrics and so on, that just work. I cannot resist it. I just can't. I will play it forever and ever in my system. I just put it on repeat. I just keep playing because it's just my music in the moment.
I love that. I love that.
And sometimes I hear an old record for like 40 years ago or 50 years ago on my radio, and I go find it in my Apple Music. I start putting it on repeat, and it's a record that we all know and but it's old. And it does wonders. So
I love
music. Music for me is
Winford, thank you for sharing that. Honestly, see, these are some of the things that you guys wouldn't. You see him interviewing persons, so you guys wouldn't otherwise get to hear these things. So it's very interesting, and it's a blessing to be here and find out these things. That was my question. My final question. You don't have to answer it, but you've done many interviews, many interviews. What are some of your favorite interviews? There must be some artists out there or persons out there that must be some of your favorite interviews.
Well, I wish I don't. I don't like this question, but I will cause I cause it a one.
I'm sorry.
Many of them, they have people like Ninja Man. Bounty Kill. Listen, this is the Vibes Cartel here. Who else?
The Vibes Cartel now? Or?
No, and then
All right.
the guy will just answer your question. Yeah, and that's why I probably find him so fascinating and love to listen to what he has to say. But there's as I say, Ninja Man was very funny and very serious at the same time, and he speaks his mind. He doesn't care what it is, who's going to be offended or not. He's going to tell you and respond to what you ask. And so he's one of them that I found to be, and the audience, the ratings are very high for all of those guys. Like Bujabanta, those guys, they're very, very candid when they speak about anything. And they don't care who or what. They just tell you. Sometimes we can't put it because of broadcast rules. But these guys just speak their mind. And those are the guys who people love the most. Because they're not always politically correct or anything. They're not. They're just speaking their mind. People just love them for that. And the people who love them for that, they don't speak their mind.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So no man, there are some guys when they come to my show, I enjoy these because they speak their minds. You ask them questions, they answer. And you know, they get to drop fighting. Dodging your question, they just answer.
Yeah. No politician.
People really love them and give them other props for that. Yeah, part of their reason for success was that they get to know the personality behind the music. A man or a woman behind the music. And there are women too who are like that. They just when I say brawling in a Jamaica, I just tell you what you want.
Brawling.
Then what's on your mind, and them just say, "Yo, I'm killing you up," and then the audience just cheer. People cheer them because for some reason some of us wouldn't speak like that or behave like that. But it's in us. So when we have somebody expressing what we express quietly or
Yeah.
don't voice,
We grateful for.
we're grateful and enjoy it. But we're not doing it, shall we? We're socialized to not do
We're
it.
not doing it.
But,
Let them do it.
but when them do it, you love it. Yes,
Yes, trust me, man. So, yeah, man, people. No, Winford, it's been a pleasure, man. People are sorry I could stay talk to this man the whole day, but I'm going to make some time when I forward back to Jamaica. We have to link up, bro, and do this properly. Like, this is just so candid, but we need to do this properly, bro. Have a catch up, all right? I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.